Hello, it's Mr. Scratch here, and today we're going to make a program that moves the sprite round the screen under our control. Now, first thing I'm going to do is get rid of this cat because I don't like it. So to delete a sprite, you'll also delete all the code with it. Right click, and then you can click on delete. So I've now got no sprites in my project. So I'm going to create a new one, but I'll choose a sprite from the library. So let's see, I'm going to move something around from overhead. So I want something that I'm looking down on. So that cat there, I think that one will do. Double click on that, I've got the cat. It's got no costumes. It's got some sound, a meow. Yep, I don't think I'll be using that. A tip, if you're using Scratch in the classroom, don't let the children use sound commands. Very bad idea. I did it once, never again, because they all use it and or you can't hear yourself think. Okay, so we've got our sprite called cat2. You can see on the sprite there's a little eye icon there. If I click on that I get some more information. So I'm going to rename my cat. Instead of being cat2, I'll call him Ginger, even though he's not very ginger. There's some other items there as well, but we're not going to worry about those for now. So that's that done. Back there, so I've now got a sprite called Ginger. There's the costume, no scripts. So we're going to move our character around the screen by using some of the keyboard. So if I go to events, there's a really good block here when a particular key is pressed. So to move this cat around, I'm going to use the arrow keys. So I'm going to say when the up arrow key is pressed, and what I want to do is to move. So let's just try that now. I'll debug that by pressing the up arrow. Okay, so the cat's moving but not up. So what I also need to do is to get the cat to point in a direction first. Now this is pointing 90 degrees. If you click on there you can see that 90 degrees is right, minus 90 is left, 0 is up and 180 is down. So I'm going to choose up. I'll debug my code again. And you can see now the cat's moving up. Okay, now you might be able to guess what I'm going to do to make the cat move down. But before I do that, one of the number one lessons you need to learn if you want to be a programmer is that all programmers are lazy. And that means we don't like writing a lot of code if we can help it. And we like to reuse code where we can. So what I'm going to do here is if I right click on the top of that block of code, there's a command called duplicate, which duplicates the code. Because those three commands are the same ones I need to move down, left and right. I just need to change some of the parameters. So if I change that to down arrow, and I change that to 180 degrees, now pressing the down key works and pressing the up arrow works. So I can now move my cat up and down. What I'll now do is duplicate that code again 2 more times, and I want to go left, pointing direction left, and then I want to go right, pointing direction right. And now the 4 arrow keys mean I can move the cat around. And that's all there is to it really. So I think what I'll do now is make that a little bit more interesting, and we'll make our cat leave a trail on the floor. So we'll go to our pen here, and let's see, all we want to do is make the pen down whenever we press a key. So I'll put that on each block, and then just to be neat I'll put a pen up at the end. Now really I only need to do the pen down once, but the pedant in me wants to make this code nice and clean. So if I now, you can see that the cat is leaving a trail, and we've now got an Etch-a-Sketch. Now something we could do to make that a bit more interesting is change the colour of the pen. each time we press the key. So let's see what this does. So this will change the colour by a certain amount, by 10. So it'll just move the colour on. So it should be a bit like some kind of kaleidoscope. So if I drop those 4 in there, and now here we go again. Wow, now we've got a kaleidoscopic Etch-a-Sketch. And that is our first program. So I'm going to save that. And I think we'll call it Cat a Sketch. And you can see that project on the website. And I think that's enough for today. So thank you, and I'll see you soon.